So welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. So basically, today I'm gonna talk about how my homie, he got scammed, and I'm shocked that he got scammed because he actually know me, and I tell most people in my circle, you know what I'm saying, about what to avoid, how to avoid, like what to look out for, you know what I'm saying. So I felt that I should make a YouTube video letting y'all know like how to avoid these type of scams, these type of methods that's going on right now. So I'm finna call him right now, y'all. So what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? I was basically letting my subscribers know, you know what I'm saying? I know you texted me earlier, told me you got scammed, you know what I'm saying? About what you should do about it and stuff like that. And I was basically like, man, I should do a video about this, like, because I feel like I should let everybody know, like, how to avoid what's going on in the world, because a lot of people are getting scammed, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I want you to explain to them exactly what just happened to you.
Man. This is a crazy story. And I gotta make sure that no detail is left unturned.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a super embarrassing story. Man, listen, long story short, I'm gonna give y'all the methods on how I got scammed, how I fell for it. And I know people listening to this story, the first thing they gonna say is, bro, it couldn't have been me. But I'm gonna tell you, these boys are good.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like it can really be anybody. That's why I say, like, you know me, so the way that they played it was so good that's why I decided to make the video, because I feel like it could have been anybody.
But when I seen that the transaction was going on in Miami, I'm like, not my boy. I know my boy Kevo ain't trying to get me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know nobody else this good that can finesse me this good, but Kevo.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you this on camera, but a quick second, I was almost on a flight to see where you had basically swiping my card.
So look, you said you lost your card though, right?
So yeah, man. So look, I lost the card. And
yeah.
There's people out there like me that lose a card all the time. I'm one of those people that don't carry a wallet. I wear joggers, Nike Tech all day, right? So right. I wear joggers, and usually I lose my ID, lose my debit card or my credit card, but I end up finding it in the house like a week or two later.
Okay.
So I got multiple cards. I followed the, like the whole credit process. I got like 25 credit cards, right?
Right.
So don't really pay too much attention. This particular card was my debit card. I lost it. Was like, I'll find it eventually. Next thing I know, I'm at LA Fitness hooping. I get a text and it said, did you authorize this payment of $1,050? Text yes or no, right? We've all seen that before.
Right.
I seen it, and I knew it was the card that I lost. It was Delta Community Credit Union. I knew it was the card that I lost, and I said no. So then it said, we're going to give you a call. So they called me, the automated message played, and it was asking me, did I make a purchase in Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
I'm in Atlanta.
Right.
I'm in Atlanta. So I'm like, no, that ain't me. Ooh, I'm like, real, like, yo, that ain't me. So it's like, okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and, cancel your card out. Go ahead and immediately go into the bank and get a new card. Right. Simple. I was like, so did y'all catch it? They was like, yeah, we caught it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Nigga, I walk out. Less than 5 minutes later, I receive a call from the same number, bro. The same number. And it said, hey, I don't remember the name, but let's just say, this is Devin. Hello, this is Devin from Delta Community Credit Union. We're calling you from the fraud department. We just wanted to verify some information with you. Are we speaking with Mr. Jacoby? Boom, they said my last name. I'm like, yeah, that's me. All right, we just need to verify some information from you. Can you verify the last 4 of your social just to verify that we're speaking with? Mm-hmm. Oh, last 4 of my social. Boom. All right, we're also showing that it's been some fraudulent use on your account. It looks like someone's in Dallas, Texas, trying to make a payment at Walmart for $540.
Wow.
So, nigga, you can imagine, I'm freaking out.
Right?
So I'm like, hold on, wait. I just told the nigga on the line to cut my shit off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm tweaking. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, cut that off right now. Okay, sir. Calm down, sir. Calm down.
Right.
These niggas good, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, listen, he said, calm down, sir. We're going to stop the transaction right now.
Right.
We're going to stop the transaction right now. Which, can you, it shows, no, this is the key, bro. This is how they got me. It shows that your username has been updated to, they said my last name and a bunch of random numbers.
Right.
I said, no, that's not mine. They was like, that's not your username? No, that's not my username. Okay, please. Oh, what's the correct username, sir? I gave these.
So basically, he gave them the real username when they finessed and called him with a spoof number, acting like they was the operator. Like, so what else? We're going to keep going. We're going to break it all the way down for y'all to understand this method. It's a good method, too.
Bro, they spoofed me from the actual phone number, bro.
Yes. And let me tell y'all about spoof. Like, back in the day when I was doing, scams and stuff, that was the number one thing. Let's say if somebody had Chase and you wanted to make money with them. So the very first thing we used to say is, hey, look, my cousin, my friend, they work at Chase Bank, and I will have them call you. So if you know Chase Bank number, you're going to show them Chase Bank, like this is the actual number. So I'm going to have my cousin call you from this 1-800-935-9935, this Chase. So we'll use spoof and call the person who we was dealing with, who we was trying to get to do the cards with us. We're calling from the Chase number, and when they see that it's actual Chase calling, then they will be ready to do the shit with us.
This the key, bro. This the key. Now, this is what fucked me up. Because they understand, I do marketing full time, right?
Yeah.
So I understand persuasion tactics.
Right.
These niggas was literally using mind judo to fuck with my head and instilling fear in me.
Yeah.
Of somebody trying to swipe right now. And I was so scared I wasn't in my right mind of a nigga getting into my account. Right?
Right.
And here's the persuasion that they did. Like, one of the laws of persuasion is authority, right? We normally, when we see authority, we like, okay, there go 12. Let me put both hands on the steering wheel. So this is what the nigga said. He said, this is Devin, manager with fraud department. He didn't say he was a regular rep. He said, I'm the manager with fraud department. So while I was on the phone with him, I actually got another call from Delta again. And I said, hold on real quick. Delta was on the line. Oh, that's what he said it. I said, Delta's calling me on the other line. He said, don't worry about talking to them, sir. I'm the actual manager of the fraud department.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's what he said. He said, I'm the actual he said, I'm the manager of the fraud department. Don't worry about talking to them. So he made me feel comfortable.
Exactly. Like, basically, like they're calling twice. Don't worry about it. I got it under control. They're probably just doing a backups check. Made them feel comfortable to get more information up out of them. Stop playing. It's called phishing. That's the same thing that hackers do when they looking for your email or your phone number or something like that. They just call it phishing. They phishing him, and they basically looking to set the victim up to put fear in them and make them feel comfortable at the same time, so they can basically talk them out of the information using the spoof, basically, you know what I'm saying, to program like, okay, well, if they're calling from a legit number, this has to be the company because this is their number, especially if you call a lot. Makes sense.
Man, so they hit me with both persuasion tactics. They instilled fear in me. Then he basically established dominance and authority on the phone, right? Let me know he was the man. So I'm like, oh, okay, I feel comfortable. So now, after I gave him my real password, I mean, not my real password, I gave him the username. Then he says, it also shows that your password has been updated to, and he used like my first letter initials, and he did some random numbers. Now, that sounds like something a scammer would do. So he was basically letting me know what the scammers were doing, but they weren't really doing it. So he said, did you update that to your password? I said, nah, that's not mine. Okay, we're going to reset that for you right now. We're going to go ahead and update it with your new password. What would you like your new password to be?
Wow. So they cold. They real good. What would you like your new password to be? And guess what Brody did?
They were so cold, I gave him the password.
Right.
Gave him the password. He said, all right, and now we're going to send you a 6-digit PIN code.
That's exactly how they got him. So look, they asked him, what would you like the password to be? So after they felt that he was vulnerable and gave that up, basically what they did, they like, okay, well, we finna send you a code. And that's when they send the code, that's how they gain access. Because clearly, what you do, gang?
So that's how they gain access. So the email was actually from Delta. It was a real email.
Yeah.
But when psychologically, again, they told me to give the code. So, as a human being, I didn't read none of the email. All I did was look for the code. The email literally said, if this is not you trying to access your account, then don't do it. But here's the code if this is you. But all they said was, what's the code? So naturally, all I did was look for the numbers. And I gave him the numbers right there. And then he said, all right, we're going to go ahead and da-da-da-da. Don't worry about this, Mr. Da-da-da. He said my last name. I felt comfortable. Next thing I know, bands just getting sent out of my account. Zelled out. Bands. Wow. I'm like, what the?
The good thing about banks though, right? Even while they taking money out, the good thing is every bank has a debit limit and an ATM limit. So the most they probably can take out is 10. You know what I'm saying? 10 bands, you feel me? Because it's always a daily debit limit. ATMs is 500 and up, depending on what bank. So, I mean, it ain't a full rate, but it's still like, it's messed up because it's still...
It's holiday season.
Yes, we're doing this to a lot of people. And this is why it's great to be smart and it's good to like have a high IQ because a lot of people are basically doing this. And like, you got to understand, your address is on Google, your number is on Google, your email address. And these are the 3 things that can hurt you because you sign up for all your social media sites, your banking accounts, everything is out there. So when you see hackers looking for certain information, they're looking for email addresses, phone numbers. So that's why it's always great, even with a banking account, to do 2-step verifications. So if you do 2-step verifications, even when you talk to somebody, notice that the person that you're on the phone with, whether it's an operator, they will never ask you for a username, password, or they will never ask you for a code or a PIN. If they do, it's a scam. You should definitely know that. And you have to, like me, personally, if it was me, I would have hung up the phone and called them myself. You get what I'm saying? Versus just letting them call me. You get what I'm saying? Just because if it would have seemed fishy, like, hold on, they asked for my username.
You told me that, but it was a while. It was like almost a year and a half ago when you told me. So in that moment, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, because I mean, like even with you, like even I suggest like anybody who watching, right? Even if you lose your wallet or whatever, they got these little like chips that I don't know if you ever heard of towel or whatever you could put inside of your wallet just in case you lose your wallet, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like to find it, or even if I lost my wallet, automatically I probably would have just got my card turned off. There's no way I would have went straight to the bank and got it turned off. Even if I was like, well, I'll find it later and this and that. No. It's too much going on, and like I'm trying to figure out the situation because if you lost it in the house, did you end up finding the card?
No, I never found it. So I just, in my mind, I told myself I was probably in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever lost the card?
They were so good that they must have. They were so good that I'm just trying to figure out how good they were that they found your number.
That's what's fucking me up because this is where I feel violated at. Because after this shit happened, I went to the bank, and at this time, I'm talking to the lady at the bank, and I'm telling her the situation. I'm like, yo, I'm confused on how they got my number. And she's like, yo, we shut down the whole account. So we shut down everything. The next day, they called again because now everything was shut down. I wish I would have recorded it. So they called again from the 1-800 number. I answered the phone. Hey, Mr. Da-da-da-da, this is something giving you a call from the fraud department. I said, yo, get off my phone with all the scam shit.
So look, let me tell you a secret. So you know how they found your number? Because, okay, like I said, how Google works, everything is about money. So you can pay Google for certain information. Like I can put your name on a card, right? Because you probably have a rare name. I'm not saying that you might. Do you have a third in it or?
No, I got a unique name.
Okay, unique name. Okay. So basically, what they did was they figured out what bank you were with, which they knew what bank you were with. Then they put your name with the bank. So when they did that, it's all types of services and ways to look up your name with your bank. You know what I mean? You of course you have to pay, but it's definitely services out here for that. So what they did, they called you know what I'm saying, and played tricks on you and got away with the bands. You know what I'm saying? That's all they did, because it wasn't no other way that they just would have just magically knew that it was you. So they basically took their time, like, damn, or they must have seen your wallet or your car or something fall out.
I'm just thinking they like the first thing that you said is they seen my card. My name is on the card, but the phone number to the bank is on the card. Yeah. The name of the bank is on the card. And
so they went in and did all their research, found made sure the card was still active.
Hey, I'm leaving out a big part of the finesse. So this is what Delta told me. Delta said, I got an iPhone, right? Yeah. Delta said, do you own a Samsung such and such, such and such? I said, no. We're showing that this is the real Delta. We're showing that your phone has been connected to Samsung Pay. Right. Because when they got McDonald's, they went and got Chevron gas, they went to Walgreens without having my 4-digit PIN code, attached it to their Pay.
Apple Pay.
Samsung Pay, right? Just like Apple Pay. and use my shit at Walgreens, at Chevron, and at McDonald's. Niggas got a whole Travis Scott burger on my ass.
Here's my quarter pounder with lettuce, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and bacon. Yeah. Say Cactus Jack sent you.
Wow. Stop playing, G. These, man, they not capping. And they zelled some bread out your account too, gang?
And they zelled it out.
Stop playing, y'all. So the moral of the story is, like, as far as with finessing, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta know, like, as far, like, this is pretty much what you just told me is, because, you know, I know about a lot of scams and, you know, I know about methods and stuff like that. And what you just basically told me is like a newer method. Yes, it is kind of a cheesy method because it's very tedious, but it's definitely made them about 10 racks or more. So, like, as far as your boy, you said he got hit too as well, huh? So what happened with him?
So, similar situation, he got a call, spoof joint from LA Fitness.
Just by having a membership at LA Fitness, somebody spoofed his homie. And what happened?
Yeah, they called him and they said, yo, your most recent transaction or your payment didn't go through, it failed. He like what? It shouldn't have failed. You know, they're like, well, when showing it's failed, were you planning on continuing your membership? Gave him a script. I don't really know the script because I went on the phone. I'm just from what he told me.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, yeah, of course. I'm trying to go to the gym today. Well, we need to update your card. So he actually felt a bad vibe from it. So he was like, I just do it through the app. And they said, okay, that's fine. You can do it through the app, but if you do it through us, we can waive the late fee.
Right. That's how they got him. Wow.
So he said, all right, yeah, we don't want to get the late fee waived, right?
Right.
So he's like, all right, cool, fuck it. He do that. They get his card. Next thing you know, they order Fashion Nova.
Wow. Fashion Nova. They ordered Papa John's. They ordered Home Depot tools. Man, these had to be some young rookies or something, bro. Because that was going, like, because you got to understand when you're doing this, you definitely can get caught and go to jail. And you don't want to be sitting in jail talking about you, I'm in jail because I ordered some Fashion Nova. Or some Papa John's pizza. Like, come on. So I'm just trying to figure it out. So what y'all definitely have to avoid, right? It's a lot of scams. I've been noticing a lot of people been getting scammed, getting their pages hacked on Instagram. Watch what links you guys click. When you guys are checking y'all emails, people look for certain things. So if somebody find out about you and they find out that you are with this company or that company and they got your number and your email, basically they can use that stuff against you with fake voice. Because, like, somebody could know you and it's apps out here that you can change your voice and sound like you're a real operator. It's apps that you can change the number to make it seem like that company is calling you. So you got to have good IQ. You definitely got to be smart, and you got to be paying attention to everything. Watch what you click in your emails. Watch what you click in Instagram. When somebody's sending you a link and they're saying, hey, click here, don't just click the links. Don't just quick and rush you to do things. Like a lot of people used to hack people's emails saying that, oh, yeah, you just won $5,000. Click this link, and you click it and your whole email hacked, or your bank and account compromised and stuff like that. Remember to put 2-step verifications on everything that you do on all your social medias, your banking accounts, and just really know what you're doing when you're dealing with what's going on. Always be very, very cautious. I'm not saying paranoid, but at least know, like, is this really the operator calling me, or why would they call me? Most likely, usually you call them. They don't really call you unless you're late. If you know that you're not late, you need to hang up, call them right back or something like that. Don't just be quick to do things, you know what I mean? But, man, it's time to tie it up, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans, man. You feel me? And we're going to keep dropping these jewels, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Tell him who you is, gang.
Coolest nerd ever, man. Follow me on the gram. Follow me on YouTube. Coolest nerd ever. That's with a K. And I wasn't being a nerd that day. They out-nerded my ass.
So funny. He said he wasn't being a nerd. He the coolest nerd. But shit, that day, no sir. Yes, sir.
All right, my boy.
I appreciate you, gang.
Might run that check while I'm sitting in the Uber.
All right, so another thing that y'all got to watch out for. I noticed that a lot of people comment under my posts on YouTube, on Instagram. When y'all see people commenting, most likely it is a scam, because most companies do not flood people's comments on YouTube or on Instagram. It wouldn't happen. There will be, if they making so much money and they're doing so good, they don't have time to buy these comments and flood them all under your YouTube videos or flood them all on your Instagrams and stuff like that. As well, I don't have a Telegram. It's fake pages on Telegram that say Bandman Kevo. That's not me. You're going to get scammed out your damn clothes. You're going to get scammed out your clothes if always remember this. If you want to know something, if it's not a blue check page, a verified page, do not, make sure you always reconfirm something. Don't just, oh man, this Bandman Kevo on Telegram. No, it's not. Bandman Kevo has a blue check on Facebook. Bandman Kevo has a blue check on Instagram. Bandman Kevo has a blue check on Twitter. Anything else might not be real, so you have to double check to make sure before you start sending your money. Like, oh, then hit me up like, hey man, did you take my money? No, I didn't. So you need to go back and backtrack to looking weird sitting there on Instagram. Anybody DM you, it's a fake page right now. Every time somebody follow me on Instagram, right? The fake page DMs the follower like, hey, this is Bandman Kevo. Do you need any credit assistance or? Come on, bro. You know that's a fake page. Why would I DM you? I'm not DMing you. I'm too busy to DM you. If you fall for it, you have a low IQ. You need a high IQ. So that's why you are getting scammed, because you're not smart. Because you have to look at the page. Clearly, it doesn't have a lot of followers. Clearly, you don't see it on my page. I don't care if they say, oh, well, it has your page. To trick you. There's a lot of scams going on, man, so you have to watch out for these scams. Do not get scammed with all these weird people under YouTube videos talking about this, and I can help you with that, and I can help you with this. If they can do that, they wouldn't be under the YouTube video, because they'll be so rich and so this and so that. No, they can't. You're going to get scammed. You're going to be mad as hell. And you're going to be like, damn, I watched Bandman Kevo and I went under his comments. And when I went under his comments, I seen somebody comment and I worked with them and I got scammed. And damn, no, don't blame me. Thank you.